Hello everyone and welcome back to Satisfactory. Now today is going to be a bit of a different one because we're not actually building any factories. I know, crazy. Last time we built a massive heavy modular frame factory which replaced our starter factory with much more efficient production lines. However, the issue is our hub was in that starter factory, and now we don't have a place for our hub. So this is going to be the site of our new and forever home in this world. So what is the idea here? Well, I'm currently building the platform for the space elevator, which is going to be down here and it's going to go right up the side of this base. Up there we're going to have a couple storage rooms, the hub, the MAM, equipment workshop, stuff like that. No production lines, but just some really convenient things, like if I want to make power shards, we can have a constructor set and ready, you know? So it's really just a convenience thing, but it's a fun little project to get back into it since I've been away. And now, sheesh, that's what I'm looking for. I'll need to go up there and have a look. But this is about what I'm looking for, right? It's just a convenient workspace, basically. Alright, we're making good progress here. So, what do we have? Oh, I should get rid of that. But this is the entrance. This is like a little garage for the Explorer when we unlock it to drive in here, we can park it and we can go into the rest of our base. We've got some icons, some wall details, some hanging lights, and we've got a little workshop here for any quick handcrafting we need to do, or any storing of valuable items, like, you know how we have the turbo motors and everything, we put them in here. If we need them, we can get them. And I'm going to get some power slugs and put them in here, just because I think that would be neat. And we have a staircase just here to the next floor. Now on the next floor, I have a very cool idea that I'm not going to spoil. So I'm going to go right on to doing that. So I have not actually done any of the floor yet, so why am I updating? I'm updating because of this. This is a room that we will never go into once I leave after I show you this showcase. This is the panic room. It speaks for itself. If you are in here, the world grid has crashed. This room contains instructions and resources necessary to reset it. I've got my 7-step plan and enough batteries to restart our coal power plant, which is the foundation of this plan. So, I'm now going to leave this and I will never come back in here. Always closed. Until never, you know, until never. I'm never going to need that. Never going to need it. Right, so I'm going to build a thing here now, and this is going to be another kind of stylized room, much like this one, which is going to act as our laboratory, kind of. So, like, these things are pretty freaky. And like I said, I want machines dedicated for summer sleeping, right? So this is going to double as our storage and slooped machines. So our storage for alien stuff like the remains and the summer sloops, etc., and our slooped machines. I'm probably only going to have an assembler realistically because I don't think I'm going to be slooping any manufacturer parts. Although I might do it. No, I'm not going to do it for space elevator parts because, well, I don't know. I'm probably just going to have a constructor for convenience, but if I can fit the manufacturer in, I will. I might extend this way, but, you know, we'll see where I land, basically. So I need to section off this wall, get a door, and then start building the lab, and that'll be very cool. Also, I did add a roof to this, which I think is very nice. And I drove in here as a test, and it was a good drive. Quality drive. But we don't have the Explorer yet, but that is an issue for future. Near future, wink wink, but future. So, need to put windows here. Right, and they need to have walls. Not like that. Need to have better walls. Like, yeah. Okay. So, the build is coming along nicely, I would say. I don't know why I'm doing that voice. That was a bit weird, wasn't it? But yes, it's coming along very nicely. We've got colour on the front now. Got a door there, because the gates broke for some reason. I will fix that in a second, I didn't really like that. But the panic room is still not being gone into. We've got a nice keypad door on our way to our alien lab here. So we've got the man, and we've got the storage. I'm going to put like some solution for spheres and alien remains and stuff. Very nice. Maybe hard drive in there as well. And out here, I've got an alien containment for if I ever get a lizard doggo friend. But right now I'm lonely. Or anything else, I don't know. It's just a cool thing. But I'm leaving all this space so I can have an alien power augmenter because it's cool, it fits the theme, and like big, so I need the space. This side is really just for standing here and going, yes, very interesting, yes. I'm staring over the world I can't see. I need to look about here in fog because this is annoying as hell. I don't know why, but just because I'm in this biome, I cannot see down into the rocky desert. Despite that being actually where our factories are, this is just a nice spot for me to see things. I've not been building up here for ages. So like, I'll figure it out. I will. Oh yeah, something else. If you want to have the blueprint available for this big battery here before things, then say in the comments and I'll put it in the description of the next video. I will link it when I figure out how to do that. And any other blueprints, I don't know if you want them, like train spots, roads, you know, all this stuff. If you want any of it, just say and I'll slap it in there. But anyway, yes. Momentum must not stop, but I am a bit stuck here because I don't really know how to plan because I don't have the power augmenter and I'm not going to go on unlock it for reasons. I want to do that next time because I have plans, okay? I have plans. And so I don't really know how much space I need to leave. I looked at the dimensions, but that doesn't really help, right? Because the awesome thing is really big, like in dimensions wise, but that's just because it has a big antenna, like look. People would say, oh, it's got a massive height, but it's just because it's got this little spindly bit at the top, you know? Same goes for refineries, right? They've got the tall bit, and that makes them way taller than they actually are. If you think about it, it's really more that square. Anyway, though, I will figure it out, and then on the next floor, we're gonna have a little. You know, no, I'm not gonna say it's cool. I'm not gonna say it again. It's just a cool little thing, and I want to keep it a surprise. I think this is the right level. Yeah, this is the right level for the next floor. So like this. Yep. Okay. Cool. So I will build the next floor now. I'll probably actually just leave this open and then like build a roof over, so then the power augmenter comes out the top, and we can just move on. And then I will figure out where to put the blueprint designer and the hub and something else, but that's not important right now. Okay, so this is the last thing I'm going to do for today, and then I'm going to take a break, but I think this is very cool, and it's a blueprint I've made for a display board about factories. So I figured we're probably going to only have about 9, I don't actually have the whole thing planned, but 9 major factories. Like the most important ones that deserve to be displayed here. So it's just got a bunch of things like this is how much of each raw resource it consumes, obviously power, where it is in the world, what kind of factory is it, so is it like a power plant, does it make stuff for our dimensional depot, does it make stuff for the space elevators, you know, stuff like that. space for the two colours, because so far I've been trying to use two primary colours, like the Angel power plant I have a swatch for. I don't have a swatch for it, but like, look, Angel and Angel 2. So yeah, this is kind of the thing, and I've got the main product here. So for example, that Angel power plant, it would be turbo fuel. If we put that factory down there, which we can't see because of the fog, it would be heavy modular frames. You get the idea? And that icon there is just going to be, like, it could possibly be, I don't know. This is the idea. I will fill these out with at least the Angel power plant, because that's staying. And maybe the heavy modular frame one if I like doing it and it's not too tedious. But if not, then not happening. But yeah. Very cool, very good blueprint. It's just a lot of signs. It doesn't come with the wall, but it's just placed like this. Lag. And then I'm really dipping into the good frame regions there. You can see in the top corner, I think. Ooh, delicious 40 frames. It really does not like all these signs. But whatever. Anyway, up here, I want to have a display room with just like, I'm probably going to make another blueprint for it, like a pedestal, to have all the statues you can get in the Awesome Shop. And then we're just going to connect it up with like a little bridge up to the hub. And I want the hub to be here, and I might have a hypertube cannon. I don't normally do hypertube cannons, but you know, we are high up, so it might be convenient. I might have one that I can change the direction of easily, or something, right? So I can launch myself into the pink forest if I need to. But that's going to be the plan for basically the rest of the episode, and I will complete that tomorrow. But anyway, yeah, I'm really liking this, and I'm liking how it's shaping out in terms of actual design. I will... Can you cut? I don't know if you can cut these down. I don't have any noblest left. You can! They changed it. Or it's always been, but it's like the weird coral things. Only some of them you can cut down. I don't know. But anyway. Yes, good building. Thumbs up. And so, once we've done that, we'll be done for today. And I can start working, because I'm going to be pre-recording a couple episodes. I can start working on our next thing, which I'm really hyped for, and I've been planning while I was away a little bit when I had some free time. So, cannot wait to finish this off and have the finished product, and it'll be really cool, and then we can, just trust me, it's going to be cool. Right, it is the next day, and we're making progress. I built a hypertube cannon here. Built a room here for displaying all of the statues you can get in the Awesome Shop, like the Golden Nut, the Adequate Pioneering, and so on. And downstairs, I finished up the walls. Yeah, I did not add anything to the boards yet, but there we are. Update: the hypertube cannon works. This was on one canister of liquid biofuel, and I didn't even go around that many times. Good lord. Alright then, I think that we're pretty much done, besides the lab, which we can't complete right now. So I've got the power connector out here, and I will connect that in future, but right now, I just want to walk through and look at everything that we've done. So, we've got the garage down here, we can park our Explorer. We've got our slug enclosure, and the equipment workshop, and rare item containers. And then upstairs, we have the panic room, and the lab, and the man back here, and alien containment here for if we ever get a lizard doggo, and eventually a power printer here. Go up another floor. We have the world overview, showing us all of our important factories in the entire world, and all of the details about them that we would need to know. And then up here we have a hypertube cannon, pretty much steer to anywhere on the map with baggable biofuel, so very versatile. And in here we have a display room for all of the statues in the awesome shop when we get them, and up here we will have the hub, but I just need to go and yoink some raw iron from somewhere, which I honestly, is there any up here? I hope so. Oh good, 600, okay, that's sick. Right, well, down I go. I will say though, it's looking pretty majestic from down here. And once we finish off that side and it's a little more like rounded out, it will look even better. And something I didn't mention is I installed a hypertube cannon down there at the bottom of the space elevator so I can get back up the cliff easily. Wham. Just a bit of speed, not too much. Go. And we're up. So, we're gonna go place the hub, and then we will be over. Ooh, I should probably paint those a different colour. Hang on. Comes down to here. Wow. And there we go. Looking majestic as ever. Home sweet home. Anyway, I think that's going to about do us for this episode. As always, if you have anything to say, if you want those blueprints, tell me in the comments. If you liked it, then do the thing that correlates to that, you know, press the like button. And if you need reminding to come back because you're forgetful, subscribe, or don't. Come back on your own volition if you have a good memory. Most important thing is, if you're enjoying it, that's good, and I'm going to keep making more videos for you to enjoy. So thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.